Aemeath. I heard that name from a senior in energy science, but
Why?
because she was the social butterfly of the academy. The professor's headache and their golden...
I still don't see why that's upsetting. It all sounds great to me.
Her song, Fallen Petals. After hearing it, I always pictured Fleet Snowfluff as a tender, gentle soul. But now...
I mean, she never really seemed that way from her online replies. Maybe your impression of her was a little too personal.
Oh, smells so good.
It's her! Fleet Snowfluff! That's definitely her voice. Oh, I can't believe she's actually here. See? Skipping class was totally worth it.
Oh, she's so bubbly and spirited. I'm getting her autograph later. Of all the songs she's posted online, my favorite is Indigo Universe.
Of course, it's the Tard E song. It's so funny and catchy.
You can't be serious. That song's pure brain rot.
I can't believe I've lived to hear the full version of this song. I'm gonna cry. Oh, you're so talented. Why did you stop posting new songs all these years?
An autograph! Please, Fleet Snowfluff!
All right. Dry your tears. Autograph coming right up. Why haven't I been writing? Oh, you know how inspiration goes.
Aemeath from Rebel College. She's been missing for years. Why would she be here?
Aemeath? But the same one Professor Sakya always talked about?
Yeah, she always wanted her as a mentee. She still brings her up to us. I thought the biggest problem would be that little rascal refusing to finish her studies, or me finally losing my mind from her antics. I never thought she'd just vanish. Professor Sakya is going to be over the moon to see her.
My homeland, the Sentinels, and the Exostriders. But the Exostriders were built to transport the Sentinels. The wreck Aemeath found in the void matter suggests not all of them made it through. Rek's design matches the Exostrider here in the High Roy, the one forced to go offline to stop the Thenodian. Their power should be comparable. So, why was one destroyed and devoured, while the other managed to stop the Thenodian and seal the Strider Gate with its greatsword? Where did that strength come from? There's a piece that's missing.
All done. Let's go. Please, a little meet and greet? I used to host huge parties at the academy.
So, where to next?
A wander about the academy, just like we planned. No rush, just a quiet stroll. This is incredible. Having company like this? The boredom I felt as a ghost could have literally killed me again. Wanna go up top to feel the breeze? I'm so happy right now. Really. Even a fake sky can hold such beauty.
Let's just make do with a Nutri-Pack for now.
Now that your frequency is stable, what will you do next? Stay in Lahai Roy, maybe?
The Thenodian here needs to be dealt with first.
Of course. Typical workaholic. I knew you'd say that. Aleph-1 won't be an easy fight. But I believe in you. You're the one who keeps making the impossible possible. And after that, will you keep traveling? Any destination in mind? Of course. Take your time. This world you've chosen is vast. You can go anywhere. leaving now?
Yes. There's something I have to do. The Academy will look after you. Or you can go back to live in Bjorder Woods.
When will you come back?
I don't know, Aemeath. I'm sorry. But I'll come back to see you when I can. I promise.
You promise?
Promise.
Then I'll wait for you here in Lahiroy.
Don't feel you have to. The world is vast. Don't let me, or the High Roy, hold you back.
But you can live for so many years. What if I'm gone by the time you return? Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. You should go now.
Aemeath.
Just go!
I know you're worried.
It's not fair. Why does it have to be you saving the world? You're always so exhausted, always getting hurt.
Look, Aemeath. I've walked through lands torn apart by the lament. Every tear weighs me down, and every cry breaks a bit of my heart. Their pain is no different from mine. Neither is their joy. So if I can help, I will. I have to.
Then I'll be the one to protect you someday.
You protect me.
Yes! You're not invincible. You get hurt, you get tired, you get sad. You're just like everyone else in this world. So I'll protect you. I'll chase off anyone who tries to hurt you, like Katia from Space Fantasy. I'll become a savior, just like you. Don't laugh! I'm serious!
All right. I'll stop now. I know you're serious. And I'm listening to every word. I'll be counting on you then, Aemeath.
Tired?
The frequency Sigillum took is coming back. It's not a great feeling. Abby's already helping me recover through the tacit mark. I'll be fine soon.
Just close your eyes and take a nap. You deserve a little peace. You can count on me.
Huh? Why am I in control of Sigillum? Is it because I absorbed its frequency? Aemeath's mind space is even more chaotic than last time.
Sigillum. Back for more? Thought I made a mess of you last time. I can tear you apart 1,000 times, but you never really die, do you? Fine. You're going to sit there and listen to me lose it. After all, there's no one else to hear this.
I can't speak. Or move. Was Sigillum incapable of speech back then?
You know, I found something interesting in the Exostrider's reactor drive. A message left by my future self. Years ago, while sailing the stars towards Solaris, an Exostrider caught the attention of Aemeath 1. Both of them tore through the Strider Gate, clashing in the caverns deep below. The Exostrider has combat features, but it was still no match for Aemeath 1. Its body was shattered, energy nearly depleted,
and void matter kept pouring through the Strider Gate. Aleph-1 kept pushing, desperate to squeeze its whole disgusting bulk into this world. It was almost successful. It would have ended everything. But then a girl named Aemeath emerged from inside the Threnodian itself. The great savior, making her dramatic entrance at the final moment. The Exostrider watched her touch its great sword, the one pinning the Threnodian. Their resonance sent a surge of power back into the reactor drive. It turned the massive blade, forcing the Threnodian back through the Strider Gate and driving a seal over it. But the human girl who had resonated with the Exostrider, she was dragged through the Strider Gate with the Threnodian, vanishing from Solaris forever.
Aemeath was the key? She helped the Exostrider seal the Thenodian?
I was shocked at first, but the moment I stepped into void space, it all made sense. This distorted black hole of a realm where time and space are warped. It appeared when the Threnodian came to Solaris. Anything lost inside can exist in multiple moments at once. Things caught in it can be thrown into junctures of time they were never part of. And I can move through it all. The void matter can't touch me. Do you have any idea what this means?
Aemeath, where is this going?
It means I can use it to go back. Back to the very moment Aleph-1 descended. Time, cause, effect. A perfect closed loop. But my meeting with him all those years ago, that wasn't the cause. It was the effect. Only by resonating with the Exostrider and dying as a synchronist all those years ago could I later become the Exostrider's true resonator as a digital ghost. And only in this form could I cross void space, return to the past, and power the Exostrider to save Lahai Roy. And only because Lahai Roy survived could he have ever come here, rescue my younger self, and let me grow up here to become the chosen synchronist in the first place.
No, I have to get Sigillum to move. I need to stop!
Only I can do this. It has to be me. Just like him. I can't turn away from a responsibility like this. There's just one thing. One last wish. Just one more time. I want to.
Aemeath.
For over 10 years now, I've tried the same thing. every time the reactor drive ran its self-diagnostics during peak void storm season. I tried to reverse time, but now, further along the timeline, the edges of void space are beginning to collapse. I don't know why the Threnodian is changing, but I know there won't be another chance. I have to make the jump now, during this peak season, while void space is still stable. I'm not that child who needed protecting anymore. I have a duty to fulfill. Lahai Roy is my responsibility. So if I can help, I will. I have to. But before I go, I want to see him again. That's my one selfish wish. I want to talk to him, to know how he's really been. I want to spend a little more time with my family. I was always afraid that when he finally discovered the truth about himself, he'd feel so alone. But it's all right now. He told me about his journey after losing his memories. It was meaningful. He met people who care for him, who miss him, people he formed connections with. So even knowing the truth about his homeland now, he won't be alone. He has a reason to keep living. That's enough for me. Now I can finally let go.
You? How?
Aemeath, don't you dare decide this by yourself!
You're the one who taught me that my pain is no different from anyone else's. I can't turn my back on the responsibility I have. Forgive me.
Aemeath!
She's gone. This is the piece I was missing. Luuk said the core's self-diagnostics would trigger peak void storm season. She knew. When she returned to the core, she already knew. She's been waiting for this moment. Waiting to travel back in time. The lake in the Frostlands. The void matter is densest at its depths. If I'm lucky, I can find a way into void space from there. I can still catch up to her. I have to move now.
jump into the lake from there. Don't go! This can't be the only way.
It is. The void matter can't hurt me. Don't try to save everyone on your own. This time, you have to trust me.
No. If you do this, there's no coming back. The Strider Gate will shut you out forever.
This is the only way. The loop will close. And the High Roy will survive.
Aemeath!
And we will find each other in the Frostlands. We had our time, short as it was, but it mattered. family can't stay together forever. The time to part always comes. I've long come to terms with this responsibility. I don't regret a thing. But still. Wish I didn't have to leave you.
So, what kind of person do you want me to be when I grow up? A teacher? A scientist? A singer? Which should I choose? Maybe a model? Oh, a pastry chef? Oh, what about an animal caretaker? What would make you proud?
Aemeath, my only wish for you is that you live a happy life.
I see.
And you? What's your wish for me?
I wish that in your long, long life, you never forget how to feel the sorrow and the joy.
Oh, getting to share this final journey with you makes me so happy.
Aemeath said someone lifted her from the lake when she was a child. That's when she lost her talisman. It wasn't my past self who saved her. It was me. Right here. Right now. My failure to save Aemeath, has it already become part of the High Roy's chain of cause and effect? There's still a way. I can't give up here. Aemeath is on the other side of the Strider Gate. I'll just go through it and bring her back. Someone has to pilot the Exostrider, open the Strider Gate, and deal with the Thermodian anyway. I'll do it. The odds are slim, but they're not zero. touched the talisman, then ran away. Is it trying to lead me somewhere? That direction. It's the Synchroling training grounds.
What's wrong? The simulation pod won't open.
Seems so. It bugged out with an emergency error and just locked down. Maintenance is on the way.
But it's showing it's occupied. Class just started. No one could have gotten in yet.
Aemeath?
The train for Star Torch Academy and the...
this is her paper plane. You can keep it, if you'd like. I know you're not Aemeath. You're only a piece of what she left behind, kept alive by this talisman. But if you exist, it means she's still alive too, doesn't it? Otherwise, the Solace Kin couldn't have brought you back. So, it wasn't for nothing. If I hadn't gone looking for Aemeath, I never would have found this talisman. And you wouldn't be here at all. Luuk told me you're a piece of her. A thread that might still tie her to this world. If I follow it, maybe I can find where she is. You might have only said that to comfort me. No one has ever seen what's beyond the Strider Gate. It's all just guesswork. How long has it been for her since she was pulled into that chaos? Is she still alive? And if she is, how much longer can she hold on? I don't know. But I will hold on to hope. Because the world she saved is so full of it. So peaceful. And so beautiful. It's strange, seeing Aemeath so quiet like this. I will cross the Strider Gate and bring you home. Wait for me, Aemeath.
Don't be sad.
dishwasher sunlight spreads over the grass and window panes. When the last wisp of smoke dissolves in the lake, as if nothing had changed, those black and white turn into colors on every piece of it, and the softly gleaming. Find myself whispering your name as one touch my skin. I see time finally shaded chains, flying free like a paper plane in the common star of day. This is the world you fought for. All things unfolding next in the order as they did before. This is the spark you have created with both your hands and all your strength and nightmares to the break of dawn. The frozen past of life now beats again. The breezes in your face cross the vibrant flame. When the mortality like a twisting crescendo finale.
Luke texted me to go over the Exostrider plan at the infirmary. Better get going.
Time for a little nap. Cross the vibrant flame, paper planes are flying far away. Wish they could fly across the space, gently land on your back and tell you this is the world you fought for. All things unfolding, extending order as day. I can fly too.
They don't strike me as ordinary Academy support staff.
So, about your paper.
The Royale refused to speak stone.
The lenses convert the reactor drive's light into storable energy. During inspections, always check the lenses closest to you.
I
just
can
in
give you a
case of
ride to the training
emergency.
grounds, but stay away from my...
Last time, she crossed the back gate and screamed.
So you banned Zahira from campus, but not...
Why do we have to pay for the food we develop?
Never she been staying here to recover? How are you recovering from your injuries, Nora?
Oh, it's you, Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herssen took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Yes, we have something to discuss. Is he here?
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Sigrika is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sigrika.
Faith in myself.
You see, people can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. So try not to take everything to heart. Go a little easier on yourself. Good or bad, true or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Aemeath said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Herssen.
You're welcome. Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only my conjecture. Would you like some candy? Sweets help keep a smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Herssen?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Sigrika.
So, about that Exostrider plan you mentioned. Let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all, but let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, a piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
No. Thanks.
I understand your anxiety over Aemeath's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize. Things are best taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow and steady, right?
Okay. You're right. Let's table the Exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luuk. I trust Aemeath. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. And there's a connection there I can't ignore. But you and me, we might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lahairoi region.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Aemeath said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How?
Aemeath is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. But she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are. After you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name of counseling, to learn about you.
You didn't tell her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lahairoi. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later stopped these visits after realizing that. Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more. You both tend to keep things to yourselves, and that's never good for anyone.
One last question. What did you mean? I had other tasks for you.
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, a public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
To where?
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Boy.
More personal business to attend to again, Dr. Herssen?
Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Don't worry. I have him with me today.
Sundermere.
Yes. I keep a small workspace of my own here. Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time. I am the vessel. Huh. Gotcha. Rise anew! The Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
You picked a good spot. Quite a stash.
Now, where were we? Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahai Roy to watch for any... Warren was the first Fraxidus mole you uncovered, and he certainly won't be the last. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough. Lahai Roy is a gold mine, even for the Fraxidus.
You're saying the fall of Helios wasn't their real goal?
It was one of several. After your journey in Huanglong and Rinasida, I'm sure you've come to realize their true aim.
The Thenodian. Aleph 1.
Correct. Given the Thenodian's unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention. Moreover, Aleph 1 is closely linked to the Strider Gate, which may be our ticket to outer space.
Spying on the Fraxidus is risky. Why would I have chosen you for this task?
Well, that is a bit of a long story. You've always preferred to see things for yourself. Please, follow me to that table. The golden serum, developed by the Naviale group. I prefer its other name, Ichor. My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more ambitious. The drug of evolution.
Evolution? Sounds like something the Fraxidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my colored vision. Most test subjects like me didn't make it. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to the story. The rest is in my study, shall we? brother Ryan drew this picture. We're not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away. Ryan never could handle pain. But he was easy to cheer up. Whenever the grown-ups would give me candy.
So, that's why he always has candy with him.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son. It only got worse from there. I thought what my father did was a rather mundane story, until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. The entire Lola logistics carrier was already blown to smithereens by the time I recovered this page. I managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed most of the page. It is a report from an overseer.
A Fraxidus overseer's report on its way to the new Federation.
Yes. Tucked away in a Lola logistics delivery box. The recipient is Eris in the new Federation.
Those 3 items you just showed me. Did the Fraxidus get into Noviali's work after learning about the Icar's potential for evolution?
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Replacement. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
The thousand-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake deep within the Dark Tide. Wait. Does this mean your father was...
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Though looking back now, I can't recall the moment the real him was taken. I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the Fraxidus. Hatred.
Hatred. Even now.
Now, it has become something of a habit. Continue this train of investigation and you'll see for yourself what they are. But before you do, there's something I should share. My friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers. Is that right?
3. Cristoforo, Frolova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Frolova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo? Arachnos. Intriguing, isn't it? The flair they have for their own branding. But it's a telling detail. The codename can reveal its owner's style, personal tastes, and even ambitions. Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. But give them a preference, a pattern. They can start to build a profile from the pieces. I've been compiling reports on the Overseers for years. Allow me to share what I've learned so far. I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there. The Fraxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. they're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra. Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modifications. Whoever they are, they often work in tandem with Siren. In other words, if you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking close by. Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This overseer primarily operates in Ashinohara, a region that's been largely destroyed by the Lament.
Ashinohara. I've heard of it somewhere before.
The girl we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisa, I remember. The city that trapped her, Honami, is part of Ashinohara. Now, on to two key pieces of the puzzle. I did say the Fraxidus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. And based on the intel I've gathered, that's their most critical base of operations, and where you'll find Eris.
How critical? Do they operate in the open?
Not exactly, but in a place where money talks, they must have members in the highest echelons of government and business. Key members. Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, the Fraxidus operates with impunity across the planet. Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor.
Eris, huh? Duly noted. I'm assuming the other key piece is the Grand Architect?
The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from others' memories. I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot. This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire. I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time. It's a pity you called me to the High Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have a good reason, right?
You uncovered all this by yourself.
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just follow a trail. You infiltrated them.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
And knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky, no matter how loose they are. Each infiltration will only be more dangerous than the last. Luuk, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me.
They got away again.
cautious, I could have taken care of them this time. I should send today's findings to him. It's been 2 years. Suppose I'm due for a report. Good. You got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to the High Roy? Why?
There's evidence of their activity in the High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. The High Roy is a nice place, Luuk. Bright, passionate students. Beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down. Listen to me on this. Come.
Very well. As you wish. So I've led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since. No need to worry. I know my limits. Let's set aside the Fraxidus for now. We should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Aemeath in the Frostlands. I see. Aemeath, she... No wonder you're in such a state.
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for her dream, for the High Roy, in the only way she knew how. And I respect that. The fate she chose for herself. But I won't accept it. There's more I haven't tried. I'm not done fighting for her.
Of course. I wouldn't expect you to give up so easily. Now, about the Exostrider. It started with the Space Trek Collective finding a giant solid-skin root network in Bjarter Woods. They identified it as the lid, sealing the Strider Gate, so to speak. keeps the Threnodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate. Break it, and these forms will reunite. That wouldn't just spell the High Roy's doomsday, but the entire world. But the Collective still yearned to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, they created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that would keep the Threnodians suppressed. But lately, the Threnodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid the Fraxidus is also getting ready to make a move. With the reactor core returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to awaken. Then we can focus on how to use it to find Aemeath. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. I'll speak with Lucilla about getting you piloting access.
Then I'll wait for your news, Luuk.
Certainly, but our immediate priority should be the Fraxidus. I have a feeling they're planning to sabotage our plans for the Exostrider. Rover said he'd like to check on the Exostrider in the Frostlands before he left. Well, could be a way to take his mind off things. Now then.
Dr. Herssen, is something the matter?
Must you always assume the worst, Lucilla? Can't I just call to chat?
I find that highly unlikely, Doctor. Let's skip the preamble. What is it?
Rover.
Ah, so this is about Aemeath. He was so tight-lipped with me about what happened in the Frostlands, yet he spoke to you.
Sitting on our hands won't fix anything, and he was willing to open up. If a friend runs into trouble, I'll naturally step in to listen. Besides, what I have to share today benefits the Academy. It could help us get ahead of a few potential issues.
Very well. Let's hear it then. Meet me at the Institute, the usual spot.
Power levels, precision calibration, combat efficiency. All green.
sounds.
Endure and defy.
Bad timing. One with the sounds.
Assuming master control. All units fire. Nearly tripped myself. Hover modules ready. Guidance ready. All targets in sight. Command mode engaged. Structural override initiated. Locked in. Access confirmed. Order executed. Nearly tripped myself. Target locked. Hover modules ready. Structural override initiated. Correcting posture. All targets in sight. Initiating criticality protocol. Hover modules ready. Locked in. Processing complete.